How's it going, gamers? And welcome back to Nemo TCG. Today we're going to be opening up an Ikoria Lair of Behemoths bundle. And just before this, I actually opened up a Ikoria pre-release kit as well. My LGS was trying to move some product, so they gave me a pretty good deal on getting both at one go. And it was a pretty great opening, I gotta say. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. But I know y'all clicked here for the bundle itself, so let's just jump right into it. Cut it open from around here. And as always, I like to add the disclaimer saying that this is going to be a kind of long form opening. I like to take a look at the commons and uncommons as well, since this is not a set I've really opened any of physically. So if you're here for basically rares and go, then stick around if you'd like. At the end, I'll definitely show off whatever we end up pulling. But otherwise, just know it's going to be a little bit longer of an opening than I know a lot of channels like to go for. So, without further ado, let's slide all this off. Oh, awesome. Alright, so they had not quite done away with the MTG key art just yet with these, apparently. I was doing some older bundle openings the other day and was reminded how much I love these. Opened up some Call Time and MH2 recently myself, and it's just the Planeswalker logo now. No actual cool art. So I'm happy to see that this is how it still was back then. Get the junk box, put that to the side. Set that right there. First off, oh, didn't know about that. Looks like we have a promo Colossification. Very cool in the foil. Behind that, it's just going to be some lands. I'll leave that to the side. And some more lands. Doesn't hurt to have land. Looks like we also get the Punch-Out tokens and a little mention of what's actually how to play the game. Very cool. And jumping, oh wow, also a Jumbo D20. Very cool translucent red with a sky blue on it. Almost neon, if you catch the light right. Very nice. That's actually one of my favorite D20s. And I was going to say let's roll a lucky 20 and then dropped it and rolled a 10. So we're just going to keep that. Wow. Very cool. I like that. I wonder if it glows in the dark or something. I'll have to check that after the video. Alright. So we got 10 packs to open. Hoping for any of the companions, really. Hoping for a Sharp Typhoon. I know those are some of the more fun cards out of the set. And with it rotating, they're going to be a little harder to find. So, let's just jump straight to it. Pack number 1. Put that over there. So, right off the bat, we've got another one of those Punch-Out tokens. And first common, we've got Blitz Leech, Tentative Connection, Greater Sandworm, Aegis Turtle, Whisper Squad. Played against that one in a draft online before. It can actually be kind of brutal if you pull more than one. Pyroceratops, Elemental Dinosaur. Love the creature combinations. Such a creative set. Honey Mammoth. Oh, very cool. Vulpikeet in the comic book art. I will say, too, if it's possible, I'm hoping for the Godzilla arts. Can't remember if they're in draft boosters or not during this set, but love to see the comic book arts. I'm skipping ahead. Ran through. Very solid common. First uncommon, Zenith Flare. Basically the win condition of any cycling deck. Barrier Breach. Flame Spill. Deal 4 damage to target creature. Excess damage dealt to that creature's controller. Neat. So kind of like ram through. And first rare, wow. All right. I'll take that every day of the week. Comic book art Gem Raiser. This is just a comic pack, I guess. Very fun. 3 and a green for a 4/4 reach and trample creature beast. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment in opponent controls. And its mutate cost is 1 green. Wow. All right, and first pack, opening up with a foil again. Maned Serval. Tranquil Cove as the land. And we already took the token off the back. Okay, I'm going to actually just go ahead and sleeve that Gem Razor. Not entirely sure if it's worth way too much, but I would say that's a great pull. Super cool looking, running right at you. All right, pack number 2, if I can get it open. Oh, boy. It's taking its time. I don't mind. Make me savor it. All right, we'll put the token off the back. Got a human soldier token. And our very first comment of the pack, Unexpected Fangs. Go for Blood. Another great cycling card. May have to put together a cycling deck after this. Light of Hope. Of One Mind. Dead Weight. Great enchantment, just as a common. 1 black enchanted creature gets -2/-2. In a weird way, it's kind of shocking black. Boot Nipper. Got the little alien mouth going on right there, coming out of its regular mouth. Survivor's Bond. Helica Glider, Nightmare Squirrel. Maybe make Abzan squirrels now with Chatterfang. Interesting. Essence Scatter. Very strong counter magic spell. First uncommon, Reconnaissance Mission. I'm actually happy to have pulled that. I have it proxied in a deck at the moment. Titanoth Rex. Very cool. 11/11 for 9 mana, trample. Sanctuary Smasher. 6/4 Rhino Beast with first strike. And our rare, Quartzwood Crasher. Very fun. That's a 6/6 for 2 red, red, and green. Trample. Whenever one or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast creature token with trample, where X is the amount of damage those creatures dealt to that player. Wow. Yeah, you can make some big dinosaurs with that. I like it. And another foil, General's Enforcer. Not sure how well that's... There it goes. It's a very dark foil, but I like it. White and a black for a 2/3 human soldier. Legendary humans you control have indestructible. 2 white-black, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Very nice. And Blossoming Sands. 2 for 2 on foils so far. And it looks like we went up in rarity too. Let's keep that trend going. Foil rareness this pack, if I can speak. Oh boy, here we go. Finally get this one open. These Ikoria packs are just wanting to stick together, I guess. They've been sealed so long. Alright, getting the punch-out tokens off the back and moving right into it. We've got a Elemental Serpent, Lava Serpent. Really like the art on that one. Plummet. Capture Sphere. Serrated Scorpion, another great 1-drop in black. Shredded Sails. Sleeper Dart. Fully Grown. Target creature gets +3/+3 till end of turn and put a trample counter on it. Savai Sabertooth. Fire Prophecy. Wilt. And our first uncommon, Alert Heedbonder. Interesting. Chittering Harvester. And back for more. And the rare, Lava Brink Venturer. 2 and a white for a human soldier, 3/3. As it enters the battlefield, choose odd or even. Lava Brink Venturer has protection from each converted mana cost of the chosen value. Neat. I don't think I've ever really seen that card. Very cool art. She's running over some lava, hopping from podium to podium. And no foil. Unfortunate. Just a forest. Alright, moving into pack number 4. Lost a little steam with that one. Good grief. They're getting harder and harder to open, too. There you go. Take the token off the back. Another human soldier. Let's jump right back into it. We got a Raking Claws. Garrison Cat. Whenever it dies, create a 1/1 human soldier creature token. Frostveil Ambush. More for the brewing cycling deck. Lurking Deadeye. Blazing Volley. Phase Dolphin. Phase Clan Dolphin. Excavation Mole. Helica Glider. Cavern Whisperer. That's horrifying. Literally a nightmare. Essence Symbiote. Our first uncommon Sprite Dragon. Actually a very playable, is it? Fairy Dragon. 1/1 Flying Haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Sprite Dragon. Would have loved to get that in its kaiju art. It's Dorat. Second uncommon is Splendor Mare. Elk Unicorn. Last uncommon is Skull Prophet. And the rare, Traneth Magistrate. Very playable control card. It's a 1/3 for 1 and a white. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hand. I think you would actually be surprised to know how many decks just get shut down by that. And just a basic swamp. Alright, so far no mythics. I'd like to see at least one. There's some very cool legendary creatures at the mythic rare in this set. And also no companions. We gotta get a companion. Still, just now at the halfway point in the box though, so no worries. So you're getting the token. Catbird. That is adorable. I don't think I've ever seen that. I hope the camera's picking it up well enough. Just a cute little flying catbird. Set that aside, actually. All right. We've got a Mysterious Egg. Startling Development. Bushmeat Poacher. Heightened Reflexes. Coordinated Charge. Wingfold Terron. 3/6 dinosaur. Very cool. Strangely enough, though, it says when it enters the battlefield, you gain your choice of a flying counter or a hexproof counter. So even though it's got wings, there's a world in which it's not flying. Which is kind of weird. Checkpoint Officer. Fertilid. Commander staple. Patagia Tiger. Cloud Piercer. Very cool dinosaur. 5/4 for 5 with reach. First uncommon, Escape Protocol. Alright, another comic book art, Auspicious Sterix. This card's incredible in a mutate deck. 6/6 for 5, and its mutate cost is 5 and a green. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature is mutated. Put those cards onto the battlefield. Very fun if you can pull it off. Put that in the comic book arts. Sonorous Howl Bonder. And the rare, Mythos of Snapdax. 2 white. Each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, then sacrifices the rest. If black-red was spent to cast this spell, you choose the permanents for each player instead. Wow, I'm going to need to try and find a home for that in a commander deck. More Seb McKinnon art, too. That's incredible. I'd love to pull a Snapdax now. No foil, just a mountain. Let's see if we can get him. Gonna call it this pack, Snapdax, right after the Mythos. Definitely how they do it on the printer sheet, right? All right. Pulling the token off the back. Ooh, it's a flying shark. Maybe that means we'll get the chase card, Shark Typhoon. Starting off with a Corpse Churn into Forbidden Friendship. Adaptive Shimmering. Very interesting. Gust of Wind. Suffocating Fumes. Dranith Stinger, staple for cycling decks. Perimeter Sergeant. Another Fertilid. Vulpiki. Very nice. This time not in the comic book art. Fox Bird. Humble Naturalist. Moving into our uncommons, we've got Will of the All Hunter. Very cool name. Avian Oddity. Those are all wings right around a central head. Very strange looking. Heartless Act. Great removal spell. Destroy target creature with no counters on it, or remove up to 3 counters from target creature. And the rare, Eerie Ultimatum. Not Snap Decks, but these ultimatums are really great cards too. For 2 white, 3 black, and 2 green, with Eerie Ultimatum, you can return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. That'd be incredible in Commander. And it's a sorcery. And again, no foil. Just a Bloodfell Caves. Alright. Still no Mythic. Maybe it's here in this last half of the box. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever opened a bundle and not pulled a Mythic. So I'm pretty confident it's here in the last few. Let's find out. You got an Aegis Turtle. Whisper Squad. Prickly Marmoset. Monkey. Always like to see the monkeys. Ah, the Almighty Brushwag. Incredible. 1/1 for 1 with Trample. And for 4 mana, you can make it a 4/4. Very fun. Hampering Snare. Oops, pulled 2 cards there. Another Dead Weight. And Pacifism. Glimmer Bell. Migratory Greathorn. Awesome in a Mutate deck. Dranith Healer. Hornbash Mentor as our first uncommon. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Uncommon. Deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Feels like a very good sideboard piece, if nothing else. I'm a fan. Got Primal Empathy. My uncommons are wanting to run away from me. And the rare is actually a Mythic! What did I say? Alright. Vivian, Monsters Advocate. Wow. Pulling Planeswalkers is always so much fun. They feel so special. 3 green for a legendary Planeswalker Vivian. She starts with 3 loyalty. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. You can +1 loyalty to create a 3/3 green beast creature token, and put your choice of a vigilance counter, reach counter, or trample counter on it. And then her -2, when you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Wow. I really like that. I don't think I'd ever even heard of this Planeswalker. I'd seen the art, but very cool. That one's getting a sleeve. Looks like green's our best pulls so far. All right. There we go. At least got to a Mythic. Very happy with that. Now let's be greedy and ask for 2 more. Why not? Double it, right? We got 3 packs left. There could be 2 more in there. Taking off a companion token. Very cool. Oh, that's funny too. It's got the pre-errata text for companion. It's saying that as each game begins, you can place 1 card with companion here in your starting deck. If your starting deck meets its conditions, you may cast it once from here. That's now changed to where your companion has to be in your sideboard. It costs 3 to play them or add them to your hand from the sideboard, and they take up a space there. So I guess that card's basically just null and void now. But still cool to see. Starting off, we had a Cathartic Reunion, another Wingfold Terran, Memory Leak, Tentative Connection, Light of Hope, Excavation Mole, Snare Tactician, Mosscoat Goriak, that's a new name, Patagia Tiger, Stormwild Caprador, first uncommon. I've had someone style on me in Arena with this card. It's a 1/3 for 3 with flying, and if non-combat damage would be dealt to Stormwild Caprador, prevent that damage. Put a +1/+1 counter on Stormwild Caprador for each 1 damage prevented. So essentially their deck was they just played this thing and then blasted it with huge burn spells, made it gigantic, and then swung in because it's flying. So if you need a pretty cheap deck idea, at the core of the deck was just an uncommon and shooting yourself with burn spells. So General's Enforcer, non-foil, and an Auspicious Sterix, non-comic book art. I kind of like that though, it looks very elegant like this. And the rare of the pack, Crystalline Giant. Not a mythic, but I like it. It's actually a very flexible card, 3/3 for 3, artifact creature giant, that at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose a kind of counter at random that Crystalline Giant doesn't have on it from among flying, first strike, death touch, hexproof, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, vigilance, and +1/+1. Put a counter of that kind on Crystalline Giant. So that can be a lot of fun. And the foil, wow! Just an uncommon, but that is a foil Porcu-Parrot in the comic book art. That is gorgeous. I don't know if it's picking up perfectly on the camera, but the background is giving it like this 3D effect. There's the art here in the middle. It's not foil, but the rest is. That's beautiful to look at. And a Windscarred Crag. I think just because it's a foil, I'm going to sleeve that one as well. Try and make sure it doesn't fold all over the place. 2 more packs to go. Just crack into that one. Showing off Vivian on the back. Another Human Soldier. And back to the commons. Got an Unexpected Fangs. Ferocious Tigorilla. Bristling Boar. Anticipate. Always a useful blue card. Night Squad Commando. Shredded Sails. Comic book art, Migratory Greathorn. Very useful. Divine Arrow. Glimmer Bell. Essence Symbiote. Moving into the uncommons, we've got a Savai Crystal. Exuberant Wolf Bear. Just short of an owl bear, right? When Exuberant Wolf Bear attacks, you may change the base power and toughness of target human you control to Exuberant Wolf Bear's power and toughness until end of turn. And it's a 4/4 for 4. Very nice. Footfall Crater. Great cycling card. And the rare, Voracious Great Shark. For a second, I thought that was the Sharknado. This is just a 5/4 shark for 3 and a blue. Flash, When it enters the battlefield, counter target artifact or creature spell. Not bad. And a Tranquil Cove is the land for the pack. I'll take a Voracious Great Shark. So far, we haven't double tapped any rares. And honestly, that's kind of the most I can ask for out of a bundle like this. That's definitely a feels bad when you do that. I opened a Call Time bundle off channel, like I mentioned at the start, I think, and ended up getting 4 of the same packs had 2 rares between them. It was 2 Reflections of Litjara and 2 what's the name? I don't remember what the name of the card is. It's essentially, it was a card that would copy the next creature that you played for the turn. Mystic Reflection, I think? So, ended up with 2 copies of both of those. It was very disappointing. Moving through a lot of the comments here. Most of them we've already seen already. Another Farfinder. That may have been from the pre-release kit, actually. Spoiler. But I like that card. Adventurous Impulse. Solid Footing. And moving into our uncommons, we've got a Keen Sight Mentor. Easy Prey. Parcel Beast. And last rare, can it be a mythic? It is not, but it's a companion. I'll take it. Karuga the Macro Sage. 5/4 for 3 Simic. Companion. Your starting deck contains only cards with converted mana cost 3 or greater and land cards. I like it. When Karuga the Macro Sage enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Dinosaur Hippo. That's a fun combination. Just a regular Plains to tide us over there at the end, but I would say that was a good opening. Nothing way too crazy, but nothing way too bad. We got a companion, as you just saw with the Karuga. Voracious Great Shark. Crystalline Giant. Eerie Ultimatum. Mythos of Snapdax. Dranith Magistrate. Lava Brink Venturer and Quartzwood Crasher. And then our more special pulls, the Foil Porky Parrot comic book art. I'm trying to blind y'all with it. Jim Razor comic book art. And a Vivian Monsters Advocate. Very fun opening. Appreciate you guys sticking with me. And I hope you have a great rest of your days. See ya.